Imagine, you're driving down a quiet highway. The wind hums. The sky glows orange at dusk. Then your car shakes. Birds scatter. Trees bend. From beyond the fog, a shadow emerges. A creature, 30 feet tall, its eyes burning with prehistoric hunger. A Tyrannosaurus Rex, alive. Not in a museum, not on a screen, but here, on our Earth, today. The ground trembles. A roar splits the air. The impossible has happened. Dinosaurs are back. For over 65 million years, they've been gone, extinct, buried beneath layers of stone and time. Yet their story never truly died. Fossils, bones, DNA fragments, whispers of a lost world. But science never stops listening. In labs across the world, researchers have already cloned extinct animals. They've revived cells that were frozen for millennia, sequenced genomes from creatures long dead. What if one day someone went further? What if in a sterile lab under blinding white light, a scientist cracked the final code and brought back a dinosaur? To make that happen, they'd need DNA, the blueprint of life. But DNA decays. After millions of years, it crumbles into dust. Still, traces remain, trapped in amber, hidden inside fossilized marrow. Scientists have already found proteins inside the bones of a 68-million-year-old T-Rex. It's not complete, but it's something. Now imagine filling in the missing pieces, using the DNA of modern birds, the closest living relatives of dinosaurs, as a map. Editing, reversing evolution, reawakening genes that have slept for eons. It's called de-extinction, and one day it might work. Inside a glass dome, an embryo forms. Heartbeat, motion. The world's first dinosaur in 65 million years. Opens its eyes. A miracle. And a mistake humanity could never undo. At first, it would be controlled. A research facility, cameras flashing. Scientists in protective suits marveling at the creature behind glass. The world would cheer. Funding would pour in. Documentaries, headlines. Dinosaurs return to Earth. But nature never stays contained. Suppose they bring back more species. A herd of Triceratops, a pack of Velociraptors, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Each creature massive, powerful, alive. They'd need immense enclosures, reinforced steel, constant monitoring. Their diets alone would be catastrophic. One T-Rex eating 250 kilograms of meat a day. Multiply that and suddenly the science turns into survival. Then comes disease. Dinosaurs evolved immune systems for an ancient Earth. Our bacteria, our viruses would be alien to them, and theirs, long buried, could be deadly to us. Containment would fail, not through an explosion, but through infection. Now imagine they escape. A Triceratops wandering the Amazon rainforest. Raptors stalking the outback. A Brachiosaurus towering over African trees. At first, it's wonder. People travel across the world to witness living fossils. But ecosystems are fragile. Herbivores would strip forests bare. Carnivores would wipe out native predators. Birds, mammals, reptiles, everything would collapse under the return of ancient hunger. Within months, landscapes would change. Forests turn to deserts. Rivers run dry. Agriculture fails. Dinosaurs don't adapt to our world. Our world adapts to them. Humanity would be pushed to the edge of its own food chain. Panic spreads. Governments declare emergencies. Militaries move in. Zoos become battlegrounds. Drones patrol the skies. A T-Rex breaks through a city wall. Missiles light the night sky. The news plays the same image over and over. A prehistoric giant walking through the ruins of civilization. For every creature we capture, another escapes. Their thick hides resist bullets. Their instincts are perfect, honed by millions of years of survival. They were designed to rule, not obey. Then comes the realization. We didn't just resurrect a species. We resurrected an era. A world that doesn't belong here. Years pass. Some dinosaurs die, unable to withstand modern diseases or pollution. But others adapt, faster than we could imagine. Velociraptors learning to hunt in cities. Pteranodons nesting on skyscrapers. A T-Rex that hunts by sound and light, stalking streets at night. Evolution moves quickly when survival demands it. This isn't just extinction in reverse. It's a new evolutionary war. Humans versus their ancient predecessors. The old rulers against the new. Once, dinosaurs ruled the Earth for 165 million years. Then, in a single instant, an asteroid ended their reign. Mammals rose. Eventually, we did. And now we would undo that cycle, returning the crown to the past. History warns us what happens when we interfere. Rabbits in Australia, cane toads, invasive plants that choke entire ecosystems. Every time we rewrite nature, it writes back. Harder, smarter, stronger. Bringing back dinosaurs wouldn't just revive the past, it would erase our future. The balance of evolution is not meant to be rewound. 10 years later, the world would look different. Cities swallowed by vines, highways cracked and silent. The roars of ancient beasts echo through canyons of concrete. Humanity, scattered, watching from behind walls of steel and flame. Once again, Earth belongs to them. In the fossil record of the future, our bones would tell the story. Not of progress, but of arrogance. We played God away and lost. Because in the end, this question isn't about possibility. It's about consequence. Science can resurrect, but it cannot predict. Some doors, once opened, can never be closed again. Dinosaurs ruled once. Nature took them away. If we bring them back, it won't be nature's wrath that ends us. It will be our own curiosity. Perhaps extinction is not punishment, but protection. A way for the Earth to heal, to reset. Maybe some things are meant to remain fossils. So the next time you walk past a museum skeleton, stare into its ancient eyes and wonder, what if we brought it back? And more importantly, what if it never wanted to die? A distant roar echoes, then fades into silence.